Hello and welcome everybody to this edition of ECHA Hockey here on the ECHA Network. Today we bring you the first game of the quarterfinals, Temple versus William Paterson University. I'm alongside Jay Niemeyer for today's game. My name is JJ Mahowski. We'll take it down low for the public address announcer for just a moment for starting lineups and the national anthem for today's game. And we are set for our first game of the ECHA playoffs, Temple versus William Paterson. Jay, give me a little bit of outlook on both of these teams. What have they done this season?
Well, Temple started out not so great. They had a pretty bad winning streak to start their season, but after the second semester came around, they really turned it around. As for William Paterson, they've got a pretty good record, winning record, 12-11, 0-1 overall. Both times they saw Temple this season, they came out on top with 8-1 win and a 5-0 win.
Absolutely. Starting lineups for you today, William Paterson Pioneers starting with number 10, Walter Kuiper, number 11, Todd Unger, number 25, Tyler Steimel, number 88, Scott Huber, number 91, Hunter Ledwith, and in goal for the Pioneers, number 33, Jeremy Hammerquist. For Temple, starting off, Charles Giazza, Kyle Smedley, Ryan Treves, Stephen Cavalier, and Sean Fowler. And action has started. William Paterson throws into the zone, quickly in on net, and they throw a shot side of the net now. William Paterson gather things up, try to center it, and Temple takes it out of the zone. They pass it forward. Move to
really
Giazza.
Good head pass towards Giazza.
Back way. William Paterson moving forward now, pushing into the zone. Dumping it in is Ledwith. Ledwith dumps it around, and it's picked up in the back by the Owls. Holding on to it behind Auerbach now, and passing it off is Treves. Treves throws it towards Auerbach. Auerbach gets the early freeze. Ben Auerbach in goal for the Owls today. 15 games played for him, 7-6 1-1 on the season, 53 goals against with a .916 save percentage. He certainly turned the Owls season around. William Paterson winning that faceoff in the offensive zone. Now they wrap it around the net. Pass forward. William Paterson still in possession of the puck. And they try to poke it along. Temple takes it away though. And they pass it through the neutral zone, and it's stolen away by William Paterson in the neutral zone, who dump it back in to the defensive zone. Auerbach there to gather it up and move it forward for the Owls once again. Skating up the boards. The Pioneers take it away from McDowell, and into the zone they go. In on goal. Shot, save, Auerbach. Centering pass once again. Slap shot from the outside. That hit the crossbar. A great shot coming from the stick of Hunter Ledwith. In the corner, the puck goes now. Played off the top of the glass, and we'll have another stoppage of play. 18:38 left to play in the period. In goal for William Paterson today, Jeremy Hammerquist. Hammerquist 7-8 on the season. One shootout loss in one shootout. 55 goals against him for a .905 save percentage on the season. William Paterson in their white jerseys today. Temple wearing their black jerseys and their red pants. In the offensive zone now, William Paterson looks to win another one. Temple finally takes it away though. Played to the corner by the Owls and moved out of the zone. That should go down the ice for icing. Ref does have his arm up. It will indeed. And another stoppage of play.
Looks like McDowell almost beat out that icing, but not quite enough speed on him. JJ, is that just me or has Ryan Trapp's not left the ice yet?
I think Ryan Treves has indeed been on the ice for this entire thing. Also, Hunter Ledwith was out there for a while for William Paterson. He had that shot that rang off the crossbar. As the Pioneers look to win another offensive zone draw, and Temple takes it away in the defensive end of the ice. Dumped back in by William Paterson. Auerbach coming out of his net to stop the puck once again. Played forward. Pushed to Garrett Elmer now. Elmer loses it, and it's played forward by William Paterson to Unger. Unger into the zone. He dumps it in and drops it down low. Picked up in the back by the Owls. William Paterson trying to move it closer to the goal, though. Shot taken from the outside, blocked away. Around to the corner, the puck goes. Picked up by Jack Pierce now. Pierce is bodied off the puck. He loses it. And it looks as if it's caught on the back of the netting. We will have a stoppage of play as the puck is stuck right there. Jay, what's one thing that you're noticing early from this William Paterson offense?
They're keeping it in their offensive zone. They're pretty good at getting it moving and keeping it away from where the Owls are trying to take it.
Absolutely. William Paterson wins another faceoff now. Their offense continues. They've outscored Temple 13-1 in games this season. So Temple's certainly going to try to block away a few shots today. Now it goes down to the other end of the ice, picked up by Auerbach at the other end. Hit along the boards. Temple tries to play it out. Pushing it forward now to Giazza. Giazza throws a shot on net. Save is made. Hammerquist flashes the leg across to make the save there. And William Paterson dumps it in and gets a change. Temple bringing it out of the zone. Passing it forward, looking for Fowler. Sean Fowler dumps it in now. Wrapped down the boards and picked up in the back by Plone. Braden Plone holds on to it, and he passes it forwards. Knocked down by Treves at the red line for a moment, and then it goes into the zone. Auerbach back to grab it once again. Out to the blue line, the puck goes. It was tipped there by William Paterson, so no icing on this. Out of his net is Hammerquist to stop the puck. He sets things up for the Pioneers, who move forward now. Into the neutral zone they go. And the Owls dump it right back down on Hammerquist. Hammerquist doesn't freeze the puck here. He likes to keep it in play. Pass across. And the Pioneers are through the neutral zone once again. In on goal they go. Shot taken.
Smart of Hammerquist to not freeze the puck when it came into their zone. William Paterson is a possession team, and you don't want to have a 50-50 puck on the face-off. So if he can keep it moving, give it right back to his defender, that's what William Paterson's going to want to do.
Absolutely. William Paterson back to grab it right now. We apologize for any technical difficulties you might be experiencing right now. You may still be able to hear us, so we're going to continue with the play-by-play. William Paterson back behind their own net. They're moving it forward now. And now passing it back out to Treves. Treves shoots and is blockered away. Poked along the boards by Garrett Elmer. And it's picked up by the Pioneers in the back end, who try to throw it off the glass. Trev's down to the ground to make a stop. He does stop the puck, but doesn't realize it. Trev's an assistant captain on this team. He now wears the captain patch, though. He and Giaza, the two leaders of the Temple Owls. Pass towards the red line, and the Owls win it. A 2-on-3 into the zone. They just elect to dump it into the zone. Down to the corner for Pierce now. Puck to the other corner, and it's gathered up by Garrett Russell. Russell pestered along the boards, and a recovery made by King. Pass out of the zone, and back to grab it is the very tall Alex Barbonari. Barbonari passes it forwards for Russell. Giaza offside, so William Paterson gets a chance to grab the puck for free. Now the puck is moved forward down the ice. Tipped into the zone, the puck goes. Centering pass out in front, and Giaza takes it the other way. Giaza dumping it into the zone once again. Coming out of his net is Hammerquist, and now played high off the glass all the way down the length of the ice. Pass across to Stephen Cavalier. Cavalier passing it off. Nothing going there for the Owls. Pioneers the other way now. Handled by Ledwith. Ledwith falls to the ground as he tries to move the puck through the neutral zone. Now passed across, and the Owls look to work it out of their defensive end. 14-13 left to play in the first period. Down to Auerbach. Behind the net, the puck goes. William Paterson with a chance in front. Nothing comes of it. Saved at the blue line by the Pioneers as they dump it in once again. And now a whistle's blown for a stoppage of play. And this stoppage of play comes with 13:57 left in the first period. Jay, not a whole lot of scoring going on yet. Just 2 shots for both teams.
Yeah, it's definitely surprising that we've got over 5 minutes and no goals for either side compared to what we've seen in the past from these two teams playing each other.
Centering pass down now in front for William Paterson, who continue to pester at Auerbach. A shot goes high and wide there. Looking to be picked up now in the corner. Both teams in a scrum. Just wasting time in the corner. 2 players from each team, I believe, are down there. Everyone else on the ice has almost stopped their action. William Paterson comes away with it, and Ben Auerbach pokes it away from the Pioneers. Now move forward and taken the other way by Temple. Knocked down with a hand. That attempt coming from Kaiser. And it goes back to Auerbach again, who comes out of his net to make a play on it. Now pass forward and move to Ondick. Ondick trying to skate his way out of the zone. Ondick moves forward and throws a shot towards the net. Blocked away by Hammerquist. Now the puck flies into the corner. Looked to be picked up by Temple in the corner. William Paterson wins it, though, in the defensive zone and push it forward. Down the length of the ice, the puck goes. No icing on the play. William Paterson gets to it first. Holding, centering pass down in front, blocked away by the Owls. Still in the offensive zone are the Pioneers. Temple plays it high off the glass and looks to get it out. A huge hit there. Coming down in the defensive zone of Temple, the hit being laid down by Tyler Steimel of William Paterson. And a physical game this could be. Back into the Temple defensive zone, the puck goes. William Paterson looking to move forward. Patterson with the puck. Passing it off, centering pass now, shot towards it, goal! William Paterson leads early, 1-0, with 12 minutes exactly left in the first period.
Yeah, on that one, Temple just didn't have players in possession to get that away from Auerbach, and so with William Paterson just continually being able to shoot, one was bound to go in. It's unfortunate that one like that, the kind of Auerbach thought he had it, and it just kind of kept going. It's unfortunate that that's the first goal against.
William Paterson tallies first in this game. They lead in the ECHA playoffs 1-0. Temple looking to get back very quickly as they pushed into the offensive zone immediately off the faceoff, but they lost it. Puck down the other way now. Trevs looks to gather it up. Now taken the other way. And Temple into the zone. They go offsides. A shot thrown on net late. And William Paterson's going to take exception to that.
Looks like they're sending Cavier off.
Threw a late shot. He will go off the ice. And he'll go into the box 2 minutes. And now an early power play coming up for William Paterson.
William Paterson's power play has been pretty good all this season. They're at an over 20% success rate compared to Temple's penalty kill, which is 78.6% effective.
Slashing is the call on the Cavier, so a very interesting penalty call there. And William Paterson up on the 5-4 advantage. Temple trying to clear their lines right now, and they will clear it all the way down the length of the ice. Picked up in the back by Hammerquist. Excuse me, Jake, go ahead.
What Temple does have going for them is that they are scoring. They have scored 5 shorthanded goals
shot from Ondick now
this season, which is higher than the league average. So if they've got Ondick and Giazza on right now, those two guys are going to be looking to score shorthanded.
Ondick with the offensive pressure there shorthanded. He threw a shot on Hammerquist. Hammerquist able to use the glove. Kaiser now in for the Owls to take the face off. He loses it. William Paterson plays it to the corner. Now picked up and taken out by Ryan Vogt. Vogt passing it off. He finds Kuiper. Kuiper along the boards. Passing it off towards net. And a shot taken just wide.
I'm not surprised to see Ondick up on the point on the penalty kill, so that if a shot gets blocked, he's going to be the first one to get towards the puck with speed into William Paterson's zone.
William Paterson picking the puck up in the defensive end now. And they move forward. With 47 seconds left on the power play, they push forward. The Pioneers holding on to it, passing it across the zone now. Thrown down towards net. Save is made. Now the puck taken away in the corner once again. Passed out. McMillian with the puck. McMillian elects to pass it off. Held on to. Now passed across. And Temple tries to clear the puck out of the zone. William Paterson there, though, to clear it out. That last William Paterson goal scored by number 9, Braden Plone. The assist coming from number 91, Hunter Ledwith. William Paterson unable to get it done on the power play now, though. They still lead this game 1-0 halfway through the first period. There's 9:30 left on the clock. Temple carrying it forward now after that 2-minute penalty kill. With the puck is Barbineri. Barbineri to the corner. He isn't poked away from him, and William Paterson recovers in the defensive end and plays it forward. Down the other end of the ice, icing waved off on the play.
That's the second time that Temple has had an icing waved off by not hustling when William Paterson's still trying to beat that puck.
Temple now carries it through the neutral zone. Into the corner goes Sean Fowler. Fowler passes it around. Temple trying to keep it in. It is kept in by Captain Charles Giazza, who throws a shot on net, and the save is made by Hammerquist with the glove.
Excuse me. We've got Cavalier out again. He's kind of the big, rough and tough winger on this first line. Like some NHLs like to have a big enforcer type guy. Cavalier's playing that role, and he seems to love it.
Puck thrown out of the zone by William Paterson, knocked down with a hand by the Owls. So the puck goes back into the defensive end of the ice for William Paterson. Temple trying to go on the offensive as they trail in this game 1-0. Now it's turned over to Giazza. Giazza throws a shot towards net. Nothing going there. Fowler tries to take a shot. It's blocked away. A little bit of a mishap with the ref there in the corner.
What I'm seeing from the Owls is they're getting shots, but the shots are usually from bad locations, out on the outside of the ice, not towards the center where it's a dangerous shot.
Taken away by Giazza now. Giazza throws a huge hit down on Braden Plone. Excuse me, that was DeAngelis that got hit. And Giazza receives the puck in the neutral zone now. It's passed forward to DeAngelis. And DeAngelis, a hit once again. Now Giazza throws a shot towards net. And it's blocked away with the stick by Hammerquist. What do you think about the physical play in today's game thus far, Jay? A couple of huge hits that we've been seeing here early.
Yeah, it's definitely picked up since that William Paterson goal. Temple on the giving in to the last two big hits, which can be a sign of frustration, I think, which they need to, there's still a lot of time. They need to kind of get their heads together. Don't focus on the hits, focus on the shots.
Russell wrapping it down low for Temple now. Once again, shot thrown towards net, coming from behind the net this time. There's that awkward shot angle you're talking about with the Owls. Temple fighting to keep the puck in, though. William Paterson gathers it up and plays it forward. Through the neutral zone, the puck goes, poked into the zone by Unger. Unger now taken down to the ground. Pass to the top of the point. Shot taken. It goes wide this time and comes out of the zone. So William Paterson will have to get back before they can move forward once again. This puck hits off an Owl who was getting onto the bench. An unfortunate bounce there for Temple. That might have been icing, but instead they have to bring it out of the zone and try to play it forward once again. William Paterson steals it away. A 1-on-2 the other way. They shoot. Save made. Gathered up once again. Another shot taken down behind the net. Auerbach up to the test, though. Now played out to the point. Kept in and a shot taken. That flies high up into the rafters. Auerbach catches it like a left fielder and makes the stop.
With that last rush by William Paterson, the Owls had just too many guys committed up above the blue line, so for a couple seconds they had only one defender back. Luckily, Treps hustled back to help out his buddy Ferguson.
Now Barbonari with the puck off the faceoff, which Temple won in the defensive end. Tipped towards the blue line. Temple trying to get it out. And a hit there from behind. And we're going to have a stoppage of play, I believe, a penalty coming up with 6:22 left in the first period.
Looks like that's going to be Brett Cannon going off. He has 24 penalty minutes on the regular season.
I believe the call is going to be a cross-check on that as well. 2-minute penalty. And Temple has their first chance on the power play in today's game. Face-off won by the Owls, and Treves handles it. Passing it across. Across once again. Giazza shoots. Rebound shot. Save made by Hammerquist.
Temple uses a lot of the same personnel on their penalty kill as on their power play. They've got Giazza and Ondick out as well as Treves. Those guys pretty much, if Spieth wants something to happen, he goes to those three.
Giazza knocks it down in the corner and pokes it out for Treves. Treves controls at the point. Holding on to it, poked away by William Paterson. A nice play there by Hunter Ledwith. Ledwith, I believe, wears the captain patch for William Paterson. Treves now moving the other way for the Owls. He dumps it into the zone, and the Owls will dump and chase. And the puck flies out of the zone once again. This time, William Paterson elects to take the line change. And as one of the Pioneers was going to the bench, I saw a little bit of a slash there that went unnoticed on one of the Temple men standing along the William Paterson bench. Ondick into the zone now. Ondick holding to Giazza. Giazza out to Trev. Slap shot from the outside. Deflection. Save made by the belly of Hammerquist.
The Owls need to keep doing more plays like that. Go from low towards the middle of the ice up to the top and shoot. That's how they can get it with eyes in front, or with players taking away Hammerquist's eyes, excuse me.
Treves with a huge save there to keep the puck in the zone. Just 1 minute left on this Temple power play. Into the corner the puck goes. And now taken away by William Paterson. Offsides will be the call, so Temple can't touch it as it goes back into the offensive zone. No line changes yet for Temple on this power play. They'll remain with the same unit out. And icing is the call, as Treves did not pass the red line before he dumps it into the zone.
Even if they wanted to change their power play personnel, they can't.
Now a chance in the offensive zone for William Paterson, who skates from the other end of the ice. 36 seconds left on this Temple power play. 8 shots in the game for Temple, 5 for William Paterson. William Paterson leads the game, though, 1-0. Puck one in the corner, and Temple controls off the faceoff. Moving up the ice now. Pushing forward and dumped into the zone by Ondick, who spins at the blue line to avoid a hit. Fowler.
Cavaliers. I think that was Cavalier with the big body there.
Now to Ondick. Ondick passes it across. He gets it to Trevs. Trevs holds, shot taken, and is blocked away. 10 seconds left on the power play as Trevs back to get it. Trevs all the way back in his own zone too. Temple will give up on the end of this power play. Nothing going for them. Both teams 0 for 1 to begin the day on special teams. Puck thrown towards Auerbach now, and it's won by William Paterson. They shoot, it goes wide. A huge blocker save by Auerbach, excuse me. And William Paterson pushed out of the zone again. Puck handled by Kuiper, who dumps it back in. That puck hits off Kuiper as Temple tried to clear. They now do clear it back into the William Paterson end of the ice. And they move forward once again. The Pioneers through the neutral zone. Deflected into the zone. Auerbach there. He makes the freeze. One goal in the game so far. William Paterson goal. Scored by number 9. Braden Plone. It was assisted by Hunter Ledwith. That goal came with an even 13 minutes left in the first period as Auerbach makes another save here. Ledwith picked up his 9th assist on the year, and Plone picked up his 4th goal of the year. Certainly a good time for the Pioneers to get both of those people going. Into the corner the puck goes. It's handled and out to the point. Shot taken, rebound shot in front. Auerbach there to make the save, but it's gathered up by William Paterson first. Shot taken once again. Trevs there on the outside. He helps Auerbach out, and Trevs moves the other way. Played across Barbineri. Back across to Trevs. Trevs been out there for a long time. He was out there for the entire power play, and he remains on the ice for now. Pass to Russell. Russell dumping it in all the way down the length of the ice. Now a hit along the boards. Knocked down once again. Out of the zone, the puck goes, dumped right back in by Temple, but William Paterson kicked it out of the zone, and they move forward now. Out to the point, slap shot from the outside, it hit a foot in front. Fanning on that shot was William Paterson. Temple clears their line once again, they get a line change. As attempting to dump it in was Elmer, but his clear was knocked down at the blue line. Auerbach back to gather things up and a little bit more intensity as we near the last 2 minutes of play for the first period.
Oh, absolutely. Fowler now looks like he's going to be getting into it a little bit.
Around to Giazza. Giazza unable to get it, so William Paterson continues to move the other way. Dumped down low. Picked up in the corner, and Trevs tries to get to it. Trevs passes off for Fowler. Fowler to Giazza. Giazza into the neutral zone he goes, past the circle, past the blue line. Giazza with another move. This time unable to get anything done with that move. But a nice end-to-end skate for him, the captain of the Temple Owls. The Owls hold it in their defensive end. Passing it off now. Across the blue line they go into the neutral zone. Trev's still out there. And the puck back to Auerbach, who leaves it for the Owls to move forward. And it's chipped forward this time into the zone. The puck goes, no icing on the play. Back to grab it is Kuiper. Kuiper holds, now passes. And a couple of Temple players collide in the neutral zone. William Paterson takes advantage of it there in the offensive zone, looking to get a shot off. Into the corner the puck goes. Shot taken, save made Auerbach. Down behind the net it goes. And a stoppage of play now. I believe the issue is that the net came off of its moorings. And this stoppage of play with 54.2 seconds left in the first period. William Paterson now leads in shots 9-8. William Paterson set to take the offensive zone draw. And they win that one. Now throwing a shot on net, blocked away. And a breakaway opportunity for Ondick but back on the defensive side of the puck was Huber, able to make the stop. Shot thrown on Auerbach. He uses the leg to kick that puck off to the side. 37 seconds left in the period now. William Paterson still in the offensive zone. The Pioneers trying to get one more shot on net before the end of the period. The Owls take it away for a moment, though. Moving forward. Pass to Russell, I believe. Now falls down at the blue line. And it's taken away, dumped back into the zone by DeAngelis. 10 seconds left in the period. That'll most likely be the last rush that we see of the period as Temple tries to bring it up the glass. It will indeed. William Paterson knocks it down. And there's the buzzer on the first period of play in the first game of the ECHA playoffs. But have no fear. We'll be back with more conversation in just a moment. Our intermission report coming up. William Paterson at the end of one period leads Temple 1-0. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. Now our intermission report here on the ECHA Hockey Network. Our first playoff game today, Temple versus William Paterson. Not a whole lot of action in the first period. William Paterson struck first. A goal scored by number 9, Braden Plone, with 13 minutes left on the clock. Jay, how'd that goal change the rest of the first period for William Paterson?
I don't know if it changed it at all. If anything, it changed things for Temple. Temple looked like they were being a lot more aggressive after going down, whereas William Paterson, they really just kept doing what they were doing, which was keeping the puck in the zone really well.
We talked a lot during the broadcast about William Paterson. It seemed as if they were in the offensive zone for almost that entire first period.
Absolutely.
Some might say. What does that change for Temple?
I mean, it makes it hard, if not impossible, for Temple to score goals, and that's always the priority in a hockey game. And it also wears the players down. Temple is chasing the puck around while William Paterson passes it and grinding for it in the boards. That's going to tire them out and leave them, make it harder for them to handle the puck well when they do get in the scoring zone.
If Temple wants to begin to make a comeback in this game, what's the first step for them?
Passing. I've seen that some of their passes are not quite getting where they need to be, or they're getting where they need to be, but they're a little too hard, and the receiving player can't quite control it, and it just turns right back over to William Paterson.
Absolutely. So William Paterson currently up 1-0. A lot of offense for them in the first period, but how can they continue their offensive surge? What do they need to do better almost, or what can they not do as worse?
Not do worse. I mean, when it does go into the corners, it seems like Temple is really good at slowing them down. So definitely keep it moving so that the Temple players can't swarm them and overcome them that way.
Awesome. If you're talking in the Temple locker room right now, if you're head coach Mark Spies, what are you saying to your team about this second period, and what's the motivation there?
I would say stay patient. Don't let the score get to you too much. It's still only 1-0. That is a very easy score to overcome. Don't get frustrated. Don't start taking it out on William Paterson. That'll just make it worse for everybody. So just play your game. We've seen that this team, broadcasting this team all season, we've seen that they can come back from down 1-0.
And if you're William Paterson in the locker room right now, what are you saying to your team to keep this lead that you have 1-0?
Just really, honestly, just keep doing what they're doing. Make sure that their passes are still on, and make sure that they are grinding down Temple in Temple's defensive zone.
William Paterson's gotten the best of Temple a couple of times this season already. The first game, an 8-1 loss for Temple. The second game, a 5-0 loss, but the second game, 5 goals on Benjamin Auerbach. How has Auerbach played this game in comparison to how he's played in the past?
Auerbach looks on. He's moving really well. He seems like he's got the puck right locked on every time. So he's moving well. He's seeing the puck well. Honestly, it was a really unfortunate goal that he did let in. Just couldn't keep track of where it went.
That goal coming with 13 minutes left in the first period. Jay, one final question for you. What do you expect of this second period? Is Temple going to make a comeback, or is William Paterson going to pull out ahead even more?
I honestly think we're going to see a couple goals. We're going to see a Temple goal, I think, but we're going to see William Paterson maintain the lead.
Awesome. Well, we will be right back with second period action. Me, JJ Mahowski, on the call. Jay Niemeyer side by side with me for color today. You've been watching our intermission report here on ECHA Hockey TV, and we'll be right back with second period action. Welcome back for second period action. ECHA playoffs today. Our first game of the day, Temple versus William Paterson Pioneers. The Pioneers in the lead early in this game. Both teams have switched end of the ice. They've gotten about 15 minutes of rest now. Certainly an exciting second period coming up, Jay. And what's going to change this period? Is Temple going to be able to come back from this 1-0 deficit, or will William Paterson pull ahead?
I think that Temple is capable of coming back, absolutely. It's just going to come down to whether or not they can keep the puck out of their defensive zone. It's, like I said in the intermission report, it's impossible for them to score if they're defending most of the game.
William Paterson in their white jerseys, they'll be moving from left to right for this second period. Temple in their black jerseys moving from right to left for this second period. William Paterson winning the draw early. They quickly throw a shot down on Auerbach, who has trouble with that puck. And now picked up by Fowler. Fowler turns it over, though. Shot taken. Save made. Auerbach once again. To Trevs now. Centering pass for William Paterson. Shot save made. Auerbach again. Temple crowding the net defensively there. Auerbach luckily able to make the save. And now taken away once again by Bauer. And Bauer goes down into the boards in the corner. A stoppage of play with 19:30 left in the second period. We've only played 30 seconds, Jay, but any differences that you're noticing so far? Any coaching changes that you've seen?
Honestly, it looks about the same to me. William Paterson's already dominating control into their attacking zone.
In to take it now for Temple is Andrew Kaiser. And William Paterson wins it, quickly throwing the puck to Vogt. Vogt, shot thrown on net, save made. Auerbach again. Moved around. William Paterson passing it off. Huber from the outside now. His shot went just wide and was blocked away. Centering pass. Ondick there makes a play on the puck. And now Kaiser looks to move it forward. Andrew Kaiser through the neutral zone. Shoots from the blue line. A bouncing puck towards net. Able to handle it is Hammerquist. Pass back into the zone by the Owls now. A little bit more offensive pressure coming from them. They pass into the zone. Offsides waved off. A 2-on-1 for the Owls. Ondick passing it back. Unable to be handled in the corner, though. William Paterson the other way. Moving quickly as Vogt. Vogt knocked down to the ground, and a tripping penalty coming up on the Owls. Ian Bowles is the guilty party. And Bowles will head to the box. 2 minutes for a trip here with 18:32 left in the second period.
Looks like we have a slightly different penalty kill unit for this period. We have Fowler and Barbonari out. No Ondick, but still Giaja and Trefs, the two captains.
McMillian passes across the zone. Shot, score! William Paterson doubles their lead on the power play. And they now lead this game 2-0 with 18:27 left in the second period.
There was just no time for Temple to get their penalty kill set up. William Paterson won the face-off, moved it from their right wing to their left wing, and just got a shot right on goal and it got through Auerbach. That was a really good power play set up by them. Very efficient.
Ian Bowles' tripping penalty comes up to be costly, and Temple now faces a 2-0 deficit. To Fowler now, immediately off the draw. Fowler tries to go into the zone. Taken away by the Owls. Cavalier the other way. Now picked up by William Paterson. They move out of the zone. Into the zone goes Ledwith. Ledwith passing into the corner. Picked up again by King this time. Pass down low and a hit along the boards. Fowler getting involved. Pokes free, shot taken. Auerbach makes a save once again. Fowler battling for the puck for the Owls. Instead it's won by King. Hits off King, he doesn't realize it, and Giazza moves it the other way for the Owls. Giazza takes it. And move forward to King again. King holds. Hitting the boards. He's taken down, but he got the pass off. He found Volk to King. King's shot blocked away. Centering pass down in front, and McMillian unable to take the shot. Now Ferguson there, trying to get some defensive pressure for the Owls. William Paterson setting things up in the offensive zone, beginning their long circle rotation. This shot deflects and goes high up into the rafters. Puck actually flies out of play over the netting. And another stoppage of play with 17:01 left in the second period.
Now that the period's gone on a little more, it does look to me like Temple has actually changed their defensive strategy. They're keeping mostly to the center of the net, center of the ice, so that those passes through the center and the shots from the home plate high danger area are less likely to go through. They're trying to force William Paterson to shoot from the outside.
Not quite sure who scored that goal for William Paterson. Number 29 scored it for them. He's unlisted on our rosters that we have here. The assists coming from number 9, Plone, and number 2, McMillian. Now passed around. Temple trying to get the puck out of the zone. Now out of the zone, Temple goes. And William Paterson tries to push in. Down the other end of the ice, the puck goes. Icing waved off as William Paterson wins the race to the puck. Now taken into the zone by William Paterson. They hold on to it. Trying to get it to move it out of the zone is Elmer. Elmer does finally push it forward. Gathered up by McMillian. McMillian passing it across. Stoppage made by the Owls at the blue line. They try to play it forward. The pass coming from Pierce was too wide of the stick. Back down low for Pierce. William Paterson wins the race to the puck. Centering pass is blocked away this time by Bowles. Bowles taking that costly penalty just a moment ago for the Owls. Ended up in a power play goal for William Paterson. Now to Vogt. Passed into the zone. William Paterson wins the race to the puck. Centering pass, rebound, shot, save made, Auerbach. Picked up in the back by the Pioneers again. And they begin their circling. To Volk. Volk in the corner, bodied off the puck. Still with it. William Paterson carries it out. Centering down in front. And it's poked away by the Owls. Passed into the zone by Pierce. No icing on the play. Brendan Ondick's there. And because he's there, Hammerquist has to freeze the puck. Temple able to get a line change.
Yeah, it's really fortunate for Temple that Ondick was able to beat the icing. Allows them to get new players on and actually start in the offensive zone for once. I'm sure Ondick would have liked to have teammates coming in with support, but a face-off in the offensive zone will have to do.
Kaiser loses that face-off in the offensive zone, but Ondick's there to back him up, so Temple with possession now. To Ondick in the corner. Ondick pokes it along, and now a scrum in the corner. Temple won a lot of those scrums in the first period. William Paterson wins this one, though. And Temple dumps it back in once again. Ondick was offsides for a delayed moment, but now he gets it at the point. Ondick with the puck, dumps it deeper into the zone. Pass forward, William Paterson the other way now. In on goal they go, shot, save made, Auerbach, a huge blocker save. Temple gets a break there as William Paterson was in on goal. On the rush was King, Nicholas King with an excellent chance to get something done for his team. Now a turnover in the neutral zone and moving the other way. Shot taken, goal! Braden Plone tallies for the second time today. William Paterson leads 3-0. 14:10 left in the second period of play. And William Paterson begins to get away even further.
Temple's
difficulties you might be having right now. William Paterson won the faceoff after the play. They lead this game 3-0. Temple trying to come back right now. They still half of a second period and the entire third period to come back from a 3-goal deficit. To Bowles now. Passing it off, a stick flies across the ice now. That was a William Paterson player's stick. And it's pushed in to the defensive zone of William Paterson by Temple. Passed across. An unassisted goal for William Paterson officially. It's marked. Temple gathers the puck in the corner. A nice move there to fake the pass by Cavalier. Cavalier skating the length of the ice, still with the puck into the zone. Cavalier, no pass yet. Finally, he does change possession. A little bit of sloppy play right now by both teams as the puck going back and forth between players. Gathered up at the other end by Trevs. Giazza into the zone now. And a delayed penalty coming up as Auerbach comes out of the zone. Auerbach to the bench now. Temple looking to move forward. Giazza with the puck, holding on to it. And turned over in the neutral zone now. Trevs hands it over to William Paterson. Stoppage of play with 12:24 in the period. Headed to the box, the guilty party. Number 4, Alex Cavaluzzo.
This is a really important power play for Temple. It shouldn't need to be said. They're down 3-0. This could change the momentum here. So let's see. Yep, they've got Ondick on. Oh, looks like they're taking their timeout right now, which honestly I am not surprised.
So Temple elects to take a timeout. And for just a moment, we'll step aside. Get a little bit of a break here. Temple trails William Paterson 3-0 with 12:24 left in the second period. We'll be right back. Welcome back after that quick break. Temple gets a timeout before this crucial power play. They trail William Paterson 3-0. Kaiser in to take the face off for the Owls. Kaiser wins it, and Temple looks to get offensive going. William Paterson trying to take it away. They play it out of the zone down the length of the ice. Auerbach comes out of his net to stop the puck in the corner. To Trevs now. Trevs moving forward. Passes to Giazza. Giazza into the zone with a move. Giazza gets his own pass in the corner. And now it goes to Bowles. Held in the corner. And now collected by Cavalier to Ondick to Cavalier. Slap shot from the outside from Giazza, high and wide of the net. William Paterson clears once again.
Giazza's slap shot there from that right point, that's how he's got most of his goals, so I'm not surprised that Temple tried that again. I wouldn't be surprised to see it several more times.
Down to Auerbach the puck goes as Temple unable to keep in the offensive zone. Almost turned over in the corner there to the Pioneers. Just 53 seconds left on this Temple power play. They're trying not to go 0 for 2 on the day. Ondick holding, passing to Giazza. Shot, goal! Charles Giazza scores! A power play goal for him. William Paterson now leads the game 3-1, and Temple begins to come back. For Giazza, that's his 10th power play goal of the season, his 31st goal on the year, and certainly a time for the captain to come up clutch for the Owls.
Throughout the second half of the season, Giazza has been doing just that. He's been coming up clutch all this semester for the Owls.
I believe the assist should be credited to Ondick there, who passed it
I believe so.
into the center. We'll get official word from the scores box in just a moment, but I believe that assist will, in fact, go to Ondick. Ondick and Giazza, two of the power players for Temple. They've done a lot of the offensive work for them this season. William Paterson looking to get it back, though. The puck goes down the ice, and it's frozen. So now a chance for Temple in the offensive zone once again with 10:47 left to play in the second period. 18 shots for William Paterson in the game, 10 for Temple so far. And William Paterson leads the game 3-1. Temple slowly beginning to make a comeback. Shot thrown on net, a scooping glove save made by Hammerquist.
It's a good choice by Barberini to shoot there rather than trying to pass it off when the Owls have only been credited with 10 shots. Shooting is how you score, so definitely get it on net and try and have teammates there to tip.
Now being sent out of the zone are the Pioneers, excuse me, not out of the zone, but out of the face-off circle, so they'll have to switch people. And now to Barbeneri. He takes another shot and another glove save made by Hammerquist. The exact same play we just saw from Temple off the draw.
Mm-hmm. Barbeneri's the tallest player Temple has. He's got a lot of wind up to that slap shot, so definitely advise him to shoot whenever he can. He's one of the newcomers for the Owls the second semester.
Giazza tries to win that face-off in the offensive zone, but the Pioneers take it the other way. Smedley in the corner for Temple. Didn't really make a play on the puck at all. He was playing people instead. Now this puck centered out in front. McMillian didn't see it. He's back to pick it up now. McMillian passing it off. He finds King. King dumps it into the zone. And a hit in middle ice. Now passed off. Shot down low. And Giazza gathers it up, passes it forward. Moved into the zone for Fowler. Fowler with the puck. Holds, passes it across, shot! Wide of the net. To Giazza again. Instead it's picked up by the Pioneers. Giazza whiffing on his pass and taken away by DeAngelis. DeAngelis centering pass down towards net. No shot on goal. It never came. To Giazza now. Barbeneri loses the puck. In on goal is Ledwith. Ledwith looking for his third of the game. Into the corner. The puck goes kicked out by the Pioneers. They try to get a shot on Auerbach here. Pushed out to the point to Huber. Huber back down low. It'll go all the way around. Centering pass between the legs down in front. Didn't go for the Pioneers. Instead, Giazza clears it out of the zone. And now a stoppage of play with 9:17 left in the second period. William Paterson's going to head to the box for a 2-minute penalty. And Temple goes back on the power play. This time the guilty party for William Paterson, number 25, Tyler Stymel. 2 minutes for a slash. Temple 1 for 2 on the power play today. They just scored their first power play goal of the game moments ago.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they're going to be going right back to Giazza. Probably going to try that right shot one-timer. That's been pretty reliable. Giazza's goal earlier was kind of on a broken play.
Giazza in to take the face-off there. And the puck goes out of the zone, back for Ondick. Ondick tries to move it forward. Ondick into the zone with a move. Passing it off to Kaiser. Kaiser gets it, trying to move it to Trevs. Instead, he passes it down low. He finds Cavalier. Cavalier to Ondick. Ondick holds back to Cavalier. Into traffic, the puck goes to Trevs. Trevs to Ondick. Ondick holds. Pass across, looking for Giazza to set up the same play they just did a moment ago. Giazza keeps the puck in the zone. Temple with 1:18 on the power play. Trevs unable to keep it in at the point. And it goes out. Temple to reset now.
That diagonal pass was a good idea. Trevs just wasn't quite in the right spot to receive it. If he had been a left-hand shot, he could have got it.
Trevs down in front. Shot taken. Loose puck still. And it's poked out to the corner. Sorry, Jay, for cutting you off there.
Not a problem. We had some great action going on.
Now to the corner the puck goes. Picked up to Ondick again. Ondick with an assist already. He shoots. Save is made by Hammerquist. Hammerquist shrugs his shoulders and gets the stop there. To Trevs now. Trevs holds to Giazza. Shoot. Wide of the net. A quick slap shot coming from Charles Giazza. 30 seconds left of the power play now. Trevs centering pass blocked away by the Pioneers. They elect to carry it out this time with 28 seconds left on the power play. Into the zone is number 28, Ryan Volk. In on goal it goes. Blocked away by Auerbach. A huge save by him to keep this game 3-1. Forward to Trevs now with 15 seconds on the power play. Cleared out of the zone by William Paterson. Giazza gets it. One last rush for Temple. Never comes to fruition. And the other way goes William Paterson. A 2-on-1. Unable to pass it off.
Temple is so lucky that William Paterson wasn't able to pass it off. They had Auerbach completely stretched out.
Auerbach being put in some bad positions so far in this game. Unable to make a couple of saves because his defense hasn't been back to help him. Now Auerbach elects to freeze the puck as once again his defense is crashing back. We spoke with Mark Spiess a little bit before the game about how Temple changed some of their defensive theories this week. How do you think that's affecting this team right now from what we saw last week at the York on Saturday?
I think, yeah, changing defensive theories right before the playoffs. I think they're going to be a little bit confused, and I think I've seen that. A little bit of confusion, a little bit of missed assignments.
Slap shot from the outside. This time it hits way wide of the net, and Bowles collects the puck for the Owls moving forward. Down low for Barbinieri. To Elmer. Elmer holds, passes off. He takes a hit but gets the puck. To Pierce. Pierce into the zone, throws a shot off. Pierce still wins the race to the puck though. His long arms able to keep the puck in his possession. Pierce into the middle of the ice now. Now he turns it over. The Pioneers move the other way. And they go down the ice. To the corner goes the puck. Stolen away. William Paterson dumps it into the zone. Now passed across. Down low. In on goal. Shot. Goal! William Paterson! William Paterson leads 4-1.
Once again, Temple's defenders weren't where they needed to be, leaving Auerbach to try and control the puck and keep track of 3 William Paterson players crashing down on him.
This goal scored by number 4, Alex Cavalluzzo. Giazza wins the faceoff now at center ice, after Temple now trailing 4-1 in the game. Pass backwards, unable to handle it, and William Paterson the other way once again. In on goal, shot high of the net this time. Now William Paterson batted to the ground and passed around the corner to Thomas Bauer. Giazza gets the puck now. Giazza pushes forward, throws a shot on net. Hammerquist there to make the stop. And a stoppage of play now as a hit came down in the corner. William Paterson down on the ground. I believe that's McMillian slow to get up. 5:02 left in the second period. William Paterson on top 4-1.
Temple has Ondick, Treffs, and they actually allowed Giazza to get off the ice for once, but they've still got Ondick and Treffs, 2 of their heavy minutes guys on.
Now pass down low for William Paterson, and they move it up the ice. That last William Paterson goal is scored by number 4, Alex Cavalluzzo once again. We may have lost that goal on the stream. Now a shot taken to the outside. William Paterson still trying to get offensive pressure late here in the second period. Pass forward, shot taken, trying to get the deflection in front were the Pioneers. Down the other way the puck goes, gathered up by the Pioneers on the other end. And dumped into the zone by the Owls. Knocked down with a hand, picked up by Kaiser now. Kaiser to Ondick. Ondick unable to ever get the shot off on goal. Now gathered up behind the net by William Paterson as they move forward. Go ahead, Jay.
Temple players look like they're having a little bit of trouble with the ice. We had Smedley about a minute back fall over, and then at the blue line in a couple hours we're having trouble.
Battling along the boards there for the puck is John Dern. William Paterson throws it in on Auerbach once again. Auerbach freezes it now. And a stoppage play with 3:37 left in the second period. William Paterson leads the game 4-1. 3 goals here in the second period for the Pioneers. 1 goal for Temple. William Paterson leads in shots 23-13.
They've more than doubled their shots from the first period.
Ledwith in to take the faceoff. He passes it across, trying to get some action quickly off the faceoff there for the Pioneers. Temple moves the other way. Down into the corner the puck goes. A little bit of a battle down by the William Paterson bench between a couple of players. Temple trying to move forward now. Pushing forward is Will Green. Green throws a shot on net, knocked down by a Pioneer in front of the net though. Played out of the zone. Bowles tries to push it forward to Giazza. Giazza never gets his shot off. Shot would have come from the blue line, so a bad place to shoot from. Barboneri back to gather things up. Offensive pressure coming from Michael King. To Green, the Owls go. Green dumps it into the zone as he passes the red line. 2:40 left to play in the second period. A hand pass forward for Alex Cavalluzzo. Cavalluzzo's centering pass was never seen. And now moving the other way is Sean Fowler. Fowler into the offensive zone. Centering pass, no one's home for it. Cavalluzzo the other way once again. Passing it off. Stolen away by the Owls.
That was a great back check by Cavalier.
Pass forward, a nice pass there to Giazza as he moves into the offensive zone. Charles Giazza in on goal. He shoots, he scores! Charles Giazza cuts the lead in half. It's now 4-2. William Paterson and Temple begins to make the comeback. Charles Giazza with his second goal of the game, this time with 2:01 left in the second period.
That's going to give the Owls so much energy. For the past couple of minutes, they've been playing without as much energy as I've seen them play before this season, and Giazza's second goal is really going to get them pumped again.
Face-off won by William Paterson following the goal. Kaiser trying to poke check the puck away. And Temple not giving up right now. More goals in this game than they scored the entire season against William Paterson entering today. Trevs with the assist on that. And a little bit of captain-to-captain magic happening for the Owls late here in the second.
Yeah, that goal was great. Trevs picked it off in front of Auerbach, sent it up to Giazza.
To Bowles now. Bowles looking to move forward. Bowles passing it off. He finds Kaiser. Kaiser quickly into the zone. He shoots. Hammerquist makes a stop. Now gathered up. Temple tries to move it forward. They'll dump it into the zone. Offsides is the call, though. Delayed offsides is the call. Bowles knocks it down with a hand in the neutral zone and dumps it in to Temple's offensive zone. 1:20 left to play in the second period. William Paterson into the zone. In on Auerbach. Pass in front. Auerbach didn't see it. A nice move there. No goal, though, for the Pioneers as they tried to score their 5th time of the game. Centering pass in front. Nothing going there to Trevs now. Trevs with a shot from the outside. Knocked down Giazza. Once again a rebound shot and a save made by Hammerquist. 45 seconds left in the period now. Temple trying to score once more before they head to the locker room. No call on that trip there. And now skating off the ice in pain is Ledwith. Ledwith, trouble to get off the ice there. Looked as if he was limping after taking that hit in the middle of the ice. 28 seconds left. Temple trying to set it up and move it forward before the end of the period. Pass across to Fowler. Fowler tips it and it goes up into the stands, deflecting off the netting. 19.3 seconds left. The Pioneers with a chance in the offensive zone now. Trevs with some words with James Hunt before this offensive zone face-off. And both teams beginning to get into the playoff spirit a little bit more. Slap shot from the outside. It goes wide of the net. Slap shot coming from the stick of number 9, Braden Plone. Plone still searching for his third goal of the game. Deflection in front now. Auerbach there to make the stop. 8.2 left in the period.
Temple, despite their defensive tactics seeming to be all clustered around the front of the net, they didn't have anyone on the tipper there from William Paterson.
Now to William Paterson off the draw once again. They win it. Fowler trying to clear his line. 1 second in the period. Shot on net. Just high of the net the puck goes. And that'll do things for the second period. 3 goals for William Paterson in the period. 2 for Temple. Temple trails headed into the third period of play to William Paterson 4-2. William Paterson leads in shots 24-14. And coming up next on the ECHA network, we have our intermission report. This time, Jay Niemeyer and Taylor Snyder will have their insight for you. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Westchester, Pennsylvania. I'm Taylor Snyder, joined by Jay Niemeyer for the second intermission report. William Paterson currently up on Temple 4-2, heading into the third. Charles Giazza, 2 goals for the Owls. Cavalluzzo playing, adding to the madness for William Paterson. Temple did a better job of forechecking in that period, but the back check is still lacking a little bit. This could be the last period of their season. They are the lowest remaining seed. Jay, what do you think the Owls got to do better to improve their back checking in this game?
Just make sure they don't get a guy caught with get too many players caught above the puck. What's killing them on the back check is that they only have one guy below the puck and everyone else is trying to catch up.
Cavalluzzo and Plain, big factors in this game so far. William Paterson, one thing I think has been overlooked in this game overall, Ben Auerbach for the Owls only allowing 4 goals. Could have been 8 or 9 if he wasn't on his game tonight. He's really kept the Owls in this game. What have you seen out of him in this?
I've seen the usual from Ben Auerbach. Ben Auerbach that has been his role all season long, is to keep the Owls in games, and he's doing it again tonight. He's been really good on just getting square.
Tyler Steimel, a big player for William Paterson. Braden Plain, as I mentioned, 2 players for William Paterson have had big games. Who do you look at in this third period for William Paterson to put the nail in the coffin for Temple?
I think Plain's going to be trying to go for a hat trick, personally.
Playing with 2 goals in this game, trying to punch it up to 3. Now, Charles Giazza, obviously the captain of the Owls, has had such a huge season. Seeing it wide tonight with 2 goals in that second period alone. Without the play of Captain Charles, I think Temple would be in big, big trouble in this game, Jay.
I honestly don't think they would be here in the playoffs at all without Charles Giazza.
Charles Giazza stepping up big. Another guy that has been somewhat absent tonight, haven't heard much of, Brendan Ondick, number 10 for the Owls. Ryan Trebs as well, number 16. 2 guys I look to step up in this third period. Who are you looking at for the Owls in this third period? Who do you think could really make a difference here for him?
Do I have to pick someone who's not Trebs or Ondick? Because it's those guys. If you're going to force me to pick someone else, I'd say Kaiser, and I think Fowler. Fowler's got some good energy.
Andrew Kaiser and Fowler for the Owls. Now, heading into this final game here, Jay, we have games coming up later today. Stay tuned, by the way. ACHA action coming your way. Temple looking to stay alive. They played William Paterson earlier this season. The margin of error was just phenomenal. Obviously, Shelley in goal for the Owls that night. Auerbach tonight for the Owls. Coming into this game, what did you kind of expect out of Temple defensively? And do you still expect that heading into the third period, or do you feel like maybe they're just 1 or 2 extra strides away from really turning this around?
I think they're in it a lot more than they ever were with this team in the regular season, so I think that they need to take that into account and realize that they are just a couple strides. I honestly expected them to button down on defense, and that's what it looks like they've been doing, allowing only 4 goals opposed to 8 in one of their games earlier this season.
William Paterson looking to move on. Temple also looking to move on. They have the lead right now, 4-2. Third period action coming your way from Westchester, Pennsylvania. We'll see who's moving on.
Hello and welcome back to Iceline Arena here in Westchester, PA. William Paterson and Temple battling it out in the ECHA playoffs. One of these teams will play their final period of the season as we enter third period play. Temple trails William Paterson 4-2 to begin things. And Jay, what's one thing Temple needs to do here in the third period to turn things around?
Get more shots. They only had 6 shots last period, which, yes, 2 of them were goals. Thanks to Charlie Sciazza, but only 14 shots through 2 periods is not ideal.
Right now, out shooting on the shot clock, William Paterson 24-14. So almost doubling the shots on net, and William Paterson almost doubling goals. William Paterson wins the faceoff to begin the third period, Temple dumps it right back in. Delayed offsides on the play, though, so the Pioneers have a chance to recover. Holding on behind their own net, just killing time right now, literally just standing there on the ice, not doing anything. Now, a little bit of pressure coming. Moving forward is Cavalier. And Giazza gets to the puck for the Owls. And offsides, I believe, is the call. A penalty coming up on Giazza instead, with 19:27 left in the third. The captain of the Temple Owls, Charles Giazza, heads to the box. 2 minutes for what will be a slashing penalty. William Paterson 1 for 2 on the power play today. They now get their third chance to go on the power play. Last time they scored a power play goal, that came with 18:32 left in the second period. William Paterson with possession off the draw. Shot thrown on net. Auerbach flashes some leather and knocks the puck away. Stolen away by the Owls. They'll push forward. Ondick with the puck. Ondick passing off to Kaiser. Kaiser's bodied off the puck, and it slides in towards Hammerquist. Hammerquist gets the stop with 19:10 left in the third.
That's exactly what you want to see with the Owls down by 2 on the penalty kill, with some nice clean ices to try and get into the offensive zone.
Kaiser here with the face-off now, but William Paterson able to win it. William Paterson on the power play right now. 1:35 left on that power play as they finally begin to push forward. Moving it to Kuiper. Kuiper pushes it across. Into the zone, William Paterson goes, shot, goal! The Pioneers with their second power play goal of the game. They now lead 5-2.
Thomas Bauer had incredible speed on that wing, and there was no one stepping up to challenge him.
William Paterson with the early goal here in the third period, and Charles Giazza proves to be costly for the Owls. The second power play in a row that William Paterson has been able to capitalize on. But we've seen crazier things happen here in the third period of play. Temple trails by 3 goals right now. They'll look to overcome that deficit. With 18:45 left to play, William Paterson in the offensive zone now. Out to the point the puck goes, and William Paterson picks it up behind the net. The Pioneers passing it off. Kaiser trying to make a play on the puck for the Owls. Thrown towards net. Auerbach watches as it flies over his shoulder into the corner. Temple trying to play it out of the zone. Centering pass across Ondick there, trying to play it out. Knocked down by Barbinieri, though. Barbinieri moving it out. Passes it forward for McDowell. McDowell unable to handle it. Back to grab it is King for William Paterson. Pokes forward. Along the boards it goes. Trev's there with the offensive pressure, and Giazza recovers for the Owls, who try to push into the offensive zone now. Trevs hits the deck, but Ondick's there and gets possession of the puck. Ondick passing it out to the wing. Down low for Trevs. Pass was blocked away. Trevs reaching out with his stick, trying to make a play on it. And a stoppage of play once again with 17:30 left in the period.
It's a good sign for the Owls that they're trying plays like that when they're down by 3. It shows that they're not just giving up and accepting their fate.
Charles Giazza to take the face-off. He loses it this time. Puck thrown back to McMillian. McMillian takes a hit at the red line. Now to Giazza the puck goes. Passing it out down the length of the ice. That should go for icing. Icing waved off on the play though. And Temple with the puck. Out to the point. Shot, save made, McMillian. McMillian having to stand up to grasp that puck in his arms. And an offensive zone faceoff to come up for the Temple Owls. A great chance here for them to get another goal. Charles Giazza, 2 goals in the game already, and he skates into the faceoff circle to try and win this one, which he does. Immediately poke checked away though by the Pioneers, who move into the zone the other way. Down into the corner goes Cavalluzzo. Cavalluzzo with the puck, centering pass. And down into the corner the puck goes once again, behind Auerbach. Picked up in the back and moved forward by Stephen Cavalier. Cavalier passed it forward, icing waved off, it was chipped into the zone. Cavalier wins the race to the puck to Fowler now. Fowler with no help passes around the boards, and it finds a Pioneer. Wrapping it around to Kuiper. Kuiper passing it off, tipping it forward, and move finally to DeAngelis, who's hit along the boards. Now the puck taken back out of the zone by William Paterson. Tried to be dumped right back in. And there to make a stop is Sean Fowler, knocking the puck down. And with speed up the boards goes Ian Bowles. Turning it over to Ledwith. Ledwith back now after he skated off with what appeared to possibly be an injury in the second period. He appears to be skating just fine now though. Shot from the outside, Giazza able to knock it down. Centering pass in front, Auerbach makes a huge save. 15:43 left to play in the third period.
Temple's defense looks like they're starting to get figured out what they're doing with their tight grouping in front of Ben Auerbach.
Temple breaking out immediately off the faceoff, moving it to Ondick. Ondick down low. Pass away. And out of the zone it comes again to Smedley. Smedley playing it forward. To Smedley again, passing it across. He finds Ondick. Ondick moving it into the zone for the Owls. Down behind Hammerquist it goes. To Ondick. Now poked free and picked up by King. Dumped into the zone by William Paterson. Auerbach there to make the stop and sets things up for the Owls, who move forward with 15 minutes left to play in the game. To Trevs now. Now wrapped around the boards. Ondick there to pick it up. Ondick with the puck, holding on to it. Poked away from him. And another Pioneer stop in the defensive zone. Out to Trevs it goes. Trevs in his own defensive end. Turning it over to William Paterson. In on goal they go. Pass across. Another pass. Bauer elected to pass it off rather than shoot on an open net when he had it. That might prove costly for William Paterson. Still here in the offensive zone though, whiffing on a hit where the Owls. Pass out, slap shot from the outside, way wide of the net. Ondick chops the puck along the boards. And now played down the ice. That should go into the zone for icing. Indeed it will. A stoppage play, 13:56 left to go in the third.
This offensive zone faceoff could be a pretty good chance for the Owls, and just as expected, they have Giazza out to take it.
3 power play goals in the game. Not a whole lot of penalties though. Just 3 penalties on each team thus far. William Paterson able to capitalize on the power play twice in this game. Temple needs to keep a clean sheet down the line if they expect to try and make any sort of comeback here. William Paterson hoping to go back on that deadly power play. Shot thrown on net wide here. The other way. Fowler trying to pick it up. Fowler trying to get back on defense. William Paterson wrapping down in front. Auerbach with another save. A maul in front of the net. Auerbach able to follow the puck and make a stop. Giazza skates into the zone, throws a shot on net, and the stop is saved. Stop is made to Giazza now. Skating on 1 foot for just a moment, keeps it into Kaiser. Kaiser to Barbineri. He shoots. Giazza down in front. Rebound, stop, and a huge save by Hammerquist. And now a Temple player hits the boards late after the play. I believe that's Fowler that's down. Fowler gets back up to his feet, and he'll skate off.
Fowler and Cavalier have been playing really heavy in this last period. I'm honestly surprised neither of them have taken a aggressive penalty. Those two guys, especially Fowler. Fowler has 61 penalty minutes on the season, which leads the Owls.
In to take the face-off now for the Owls is Kaiser. Kaiser seems to be the go-to man for the Owls in the face-off circle. William Paterson able to steal the puck away in the defensive zone once again, and Cavalluzzo moves it into the offensive end of the ice. Move the other way. Temple trying to get offensive pressure. Ondick throws a shot on net, and Hammerquist elects to freeze.
It's a bit of a shame that Temple's face-offs aren't tracked, because I would like to see just how successful Kaiser is in the face-offs. Like you said, he does seem to be their go-to guy. And he's in for another one.
Kaiser in once again. He wins this time. Out to Ondick. Ondick plays it down low. Temple holding on to it. Out to the point. From point to Hucker now. Shot on net. Save made. Back to Trevs. Trevs throws a shot. Kick save made once again by Hammerquist. William Paterson clears their line again, and this will go down the ice for icing. 12:25 left to play in the third period. Jay, an interesting little note about comebacks today. Miracle on ice happened, I believe, exactly 39 years ago today. So Temple could certainly be searching for a little bit of that magic. A little bit of an underdog fight coming from them. As Giazza tries to win the faceoff in the circle, down 3. Ferguson throws a shot on net, and now it goes to Smedley. Smedley across to Ferguson. Another shot in on goal. It goes wide this time. Poked along the boards, and William Paterson moves forward. Up with numbers. Shot. Auerbach, another save. A stoppage of play, 12 minutes exactly in the third. William Paterson, 27 shots in the game. Temple with 18. William Paterson skates in for this offensive zone faceoff. William Paterson loses the faceoff, goes to Ferguson, then William Paterson gets it back and passes it off to Trevs. Intercepted now, in front, shot taken, save made, Auerbach. Rebound out in front. And Ferguson from his knees tries to play it forward. To Giazza. Giazza tries to poke it into the zone. Pass off now, and hitting the ground is DeAngelis. Out to the point. Holding. Shot thrown on net. Blocked away. Giazza trying to pass it off again. Intercepted by Kuiper this time. Kuiper passing it off to Ledwith. Ledwith drops it even further back. Fowler with offensive pressure for the Owls as William Paterson moves it forward for King. King passing it off. The Pioneers into the zone again. Holding. Down to the corner the puck goes. In front now. Shot. Save made, Auerbach.
That was a great rebound control by Auerbach to kick it to the corner.
Barbinieri takes a hit along the boards as it flies down and is picked up in the back by McMillian. Passed off. William Paterson tries to play it forward. And now moved down low. Temple picking it up at the corner. A battle along the boards for the puck. Trev's there, looking to move it forward. The Pioneers intercept another pass from Temple. Shot from the outside, blockered away. Now another shot from the outside, this time coming from Unger. Temple looks to move forward. Pushing through the zone, the Owls go. Through the neutral zone. And the puck comes right back to them in the defensive end. 9:45 left to play in the game. Temple plays it off the boards. Into the zone they go. McDowell with the shot, blocked away. McDowell trying to control his rebound. Now it goes back out to Hucker. William Paterson dumps it in again. Icing is the call on the play. No icing, though, as William Paterson won the race to the puck. Hucker throws another shot on net. Bouncing puck in on Hammerquist now. And a stoppage of play. 9:03 left in the game. And Jay, beginning to get a little late for the Temple Owls. They're down 3 goals with 9 minutes left to play.
That's a goal every 3 minutes, which they're going to have to start really getting their passes together if they want to do that.
Kaiser in the face-off circle for the Owls. He'll look to win a crucial one. He does to Smedley. Smedley back to Kaiser. Kaiser holding. Sounded like it might have caught a post there for a moment. Now another shot taken. This time it goes wide. Shot came from Garrett Russell. Temple resting their big guys right now. Trev's not on the ice. Giazza not on the ice. Trying to set up for something big down the stretch, I would think. Kaiser winning in the corner. Centering pass. On Dick with the shot. It didn't go.
JJ, do you think they'll pull Auerbach?
I was thinking that, Jay. I believe it's very likely that we might see Auerbach leave his pipes very soon here. William Paterson, very offensive-minded team, though, so I can understand the choice by Coach Spies to not want to do it.
Yeah, there's definitely pros and cons to pulling the goalie with a team like William Paterson on the other end of the ice.
It should go down for icing, but it's waved off. Looks as if it was tipped. Now this one hits into the netting. And Jay, back to the Auerbach topic. I mean, you're playing possibly your last period of the season here. It's not like losing by a great number of goals is going to matter. A loss is a loss here in the ECHA playoffs. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Auerbach come out of his net with maybe even 7 minutes left to go in this game. That's about a minute away as we have 8:04 left on the clock. Temple wins the faceoff in the middle circle. Down the ice, Bowles back to gather things up. Bowles passing it forward. Instead, it's stolen away by William Paterson. Another offensive chance for them. Shot from the outside, deflection. A nice move with the stick there to try and knock it down. I believe that was Steimel in front trying to knock it down. Yes, it was. Steimel, an assistant captain for William Paterson. He tried to make a move on Auerbach to get a deflection goal in front. Would have been Steimel's second of the game. William Paterson holding. Passing down low now. Wrapping it around. No one really in control of the puck right now. Another slap shot from the outside. This one blocked to the side. Auerbach quickly to get back on goal. Temple plays it high out of the zone, but they never get it out. Now thrown on net. And another save is made by the Temple defense. 7 minutes left to play in the third period as Temple breaks out. No sign of Auerbach leaving his net. Temple into the offensive zone. Stolen away. Then moving up the ice is William Paterson. Losing it now is Vogt.
I don't think it was so much Vogt losing it as Jack Pierce coming back and forcing it away from him.
And now Fowler takes a penalty. He sticks his stick high up into the mask of Brett Conan. Conan looks as if he's injured. Will certainly have a high sticking penalty coming up. Looks as if it's only going to be 2 minutes on Fowler. But William Paterson still 2 consecutive power play goals. Temple does not want to be in this position right now. 6:41 left to play in the third. Fowler 2 minutes for a high stick. William Paterson, their offense has been going today. 5 total goals in the game, 2 on the power play. William Paterson with only 4 skaters out to begin this power play. Now they get their 5th out there on the ice. And miscommunication to begin the power play as McMillian takes it back to his own end and resets the William Paterson power play. Dumped into the zone. Down low for William Paterson. They hold on to it. Out to McMillian now. McMillian holds, passes across. Holding on to it of William Paterson. DeAngelis now. DeAngelis passes down low. Going to be gathered up. Holding on to it still is William Paterson. Shot from the outside. Save made. Rebound controlled in front. 1:07 left on the power play now. Another shot taken. Save made. Auerbach. Giazza to the puck now. Giazza clears it down the length of the ice.
The Owls just put on deck on. He's their leading shorthanded goal scorer.
Skating the other way, moving quickly into the zone is Bauer. Bauer with 1 goal in the game also already. He scored the goal to begin the period. Shot thrown on net, it goes wide. Pass to the outside. Another shot, sounds like it hit off Auerbach's mask. Deflection in front, Auerbach slid over to make the save. 20 seconds left on the power play, 5 in the game.
Auerbach's up to 30 saves on the night, and there's still 5 minutes to play.
Another pass across. A shot from the Pioneers is blocked away, and applause follows from the Owls bench. 5 left on the power play. So the Pioneers still try to hold on to it. In the offensive zone, they shoot. Save is made. And a frozen puck by Auerbach with 4:35 left in the third period. William Paterson leads the game 5-2.
That was a really key penalty kill for the Owls, if nothing else for their morale.
Giazza in the defensive end, and it looks as if Temple's going to put their top line out there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them skate for the next 5 minutes. Temple's resorted to this Giazza line a lot this season to get them crucial goals when they needed it. This should, no icing on the play, the refs say. William Paterson back in their own end to pick it up. King passing it off. And now avoiding a hit is Cavalier. Giazza shoots now, and a pad save made. Fowler tries to lay down a hit. Cavalier trying to win the puck. He's knocked to the ground though. And a delayed penalty coming up on Temple. And there's the whistle on the delayed penalty with 3:53. Sean Fowler
right back to the box.
Goes to the box, and he'll now leave the game. A game misconduct to Sean Fowler with 3:53 left to play.
That's an interesting way for him to end his season, to say the least.
3:53 left to play in the game. And this game just continues to slide out of Temple's hands. I believe the call on the play was interference, and it eventually resulted in Sean Fowler getting a game misconduct. A little bit of conversation amongst the refs. William Paterson looks to move on in the playoffs. They'll play again tomorrow. Tomorrow's games, I believe, are at 4 and 6:15. in the evening. No, excuse me, 4:30 and 7:15 in the evening. So William Paterson will have about a 24-hour turnaround before they play their next game. Down low to William Paterson. Goal! A power play goal for William Paterson. They lead the game 6-2, and they just locked up their spot in the semifinals for the ECHA playoffs.
That was a great shot. Wrister with power, but it never left the ice. It just skated right over top of the ice, just past Auerbach's right foot.
Sean Fowler's game misconduct penalty comes up to be costly for the Owls, as have two other penalties in this game, and Temple unable to get William Paterson's number. William Paterson defeats them almost guaranteed now for the third time this season. Kaiser trying to dump it in low. Auerbach still in goal, and doesn't seem as if Temple's even going to try to make the comeback by getting the extra man on. To Russell now. Ferguson knocks it down. Played across the ice. Temple in the defensive end, pushing it forward for Ferguson. Ferguson passes to the corner. Picked up by McMillian. Wrapping it around the boards. And a hit there by the Owls. And now in on goal goes Plone. Plone looking for his third of the game. He's bodied off the puck.
Another delayed penalty against Temple just got called.
And another late penalty by Temple. Yes, and DJ coming up. Temple giving away their season at this point. Headed to the box this time, number 19, Max Hucker. With 2:49 left to play in the game.
The Owls absolutely know their season's about over, and I'm really surprised that they're taking penalties. Just, that's not the way I would want to end my season.
Cross-checking the call on Hucker. And William Paterson looking for more. Looking for a little bit of vengeance here late in the game as they circle the offensive zone. Shot on goal. Auerbach makes a funny looking save. It looks as if he trapped the puck between his shoulder and his mask. A little bit of a shrugging save there, and that's where he freezes the puck from. 2:27 left to play in the game. Across the zone to McMillian. Slap shot from the outside. That caught glass behind the net. Down the length of the ice it goes. William Paterson collects. Holding on to it is Plone. Plone with 2 goals in the game and an assist. So a very good game for him. Giazza with a breakaway opportunity now. Giazza in on goal. He shoots. And a save is made by Hammerquist. Charles Giazza looking for a hat trick here late in the game. And the net came off of its moorings. Giazza unable to beat Hammerquist there.
That's the sign of a good captain, keeping his head in the game and still working to score, even if the game's all but out of their hands.
William Paterson has outshot Temple today 38-19, so right now they've currently doubled Temple's shot total. That's been a trouble for Temple this year. William Paterson trying to move forward. Pass to the outside. In down low they go. Shot taken, save made. Auerbach a couple of saves there. 1:30 to play in the game. Max Hucker still with 45 seconds left on his penalty that he took for cross-checking. And the Pioneers take another shot. This time it goes wide, hits the glass behind the net. Pass forward down the ice. Back to pick it up is Huber. Huber holds. Leans against the glass, still holding. Now he passes forward to the middle circle. Pass across out wide. Down low it goes. And a slap shot from the outside. Auerbach makes a sliding stop. Recovered by the Owls. 50 seconds left in the game. Giazza into the offensive zone to Ondick. Ondick shoots. Save made, Hammerquist. Into the zone goes Ferguson now. Ferguson dumps it to the corner with 35 seconds in the game. William Paterson seals up the game. They move into the offensive zone again. Another pass thrown towards net. Auerbach watches as it slides past him.
Shot counter is up to 40 now for the Pioneers.
10 seconds left in Temple's season as they skate past the red line, and Trevs dumps it into the zone. Everyone on the ice has all but given up at this point. This game's in the books. William Paterson wins 6-2. Here at Iceline. They clinch a spot in the semifinals of the ECHA playoffs. They'll play again tomorrow. We'll have a little bit of updated seating for you coming up after our second game tonight. William Paterson will play Westchester, I'm being told by my producer Dylan Coyle. And I'd like to thank you for joining with us today. We still have an intermission report, a post-game report coming up. But just to thank you to Dylan Coyle, our media director here at Temple University Ice Hockey Media Team. Alongside Jay Niemeyer, I'm JJ Michalski signing off for this game. I'll be back for another game tomorrow. Jay and Taylor coming up with the post-game report. We'll be right back.
And we are back here at Iceline in Westchester, Pennsylvania with our post-game show. I am Taylor Snyder, joined by Jay Niemeyer. Jay, we just witnessed the Temple Owls fall to the William Paterson Pioneers. 6-2 in the first round. The Owls will be going home packing back to North Broad. Obviously, you never want to end your season on a loss, but someone has to come out victorious. Why do you feel as if William Paterson was the team that came out victorious today?
You got to start with the shots. They had 40 shots on goal. Pretty much double-digit number of shots every period. They were nailing it on to Ben Auerbach, and Ben Auerbach's a good goalie, but he can't stop every shot he sees. And alongside the shots, they were just keeping the puck in their zone for most of the game.
You know, Owls, they played such a great second half of the season, a couple of overtime winners at the York. Great road play. They really battled their way into the playoffs, and I think today it just kind of came down to who was the better team, and I don't think Temple was really able to keep up with them on the back check and the forecheck to withstand a three-period hockey game.
Yeah, especially on that back check. We talked about it in the second intermission report, how Temple was getting in a bad spot for back checking.
Thomas Bauer, obviously so huge for William Paterson in this game. 2 goals in the third period alone. Braden Plain, Alex Cavalluzzo. Everyone on William Paterson was phenomenal. What did you see out of Plain, Cavalluzzo, and Bauer in this game, and why were they so effective for William Paterson?
With Bauer, what stood out was his speed. His first goal of the second period was the power play goal where he took it on the right wing and no one could catch him on the Owls. So speed from Bauer, and the other guys just a lot of hard work, just getting the puck where it needs to be to beat Auerbach.
You know, I got a sense in this game that this was really going to come down to who could create more quality scoring chances. It was back and forth at the beginning, more so William Paterson, possession-wise, kept the puck. But before, the scoring kind of opened up in this game, it was a neutral zone hockey game. Both teams were kind of fighting back and forth. What do you think was the turning point, and why do you think William Paterson really was able to kind of put their foot to the pedal in this game?
I would say the turning point was, I'd got to say it's their 5th goal. After that, the Owls I don't want to say they gave up, but they definitely just approached the game differently. Yeah,
definitely a different mindset. You're 4-2, you're within 2 goals. Charles Giazza got both the goals, the only 2 goals today for the Temple Owls, number 5. But William Paterson, it seemed like they were just 1 or 2 goals away from really kind of putting Temple out, and Temple climbing back the entire game. A team all season has proven that they really aren't the comeback kids. They haven't really been able to come from behind from major deficits. Temple usually likes to play close hockey, tight hockey, keep their opponents honest.
That's how they're successful.
Traditionally, yes, that's how they gain success, winning games in overtime, winning games late. not being afraid to let the game ride on Ben Auerbach's shoulder. Such a great season for number 31 in the pipes for the Owls. Let up 6 goals tonight, but I think anyone who has watched Auerbach all season would know that, on any given day when he can see the puck, Temple's hard to score on. Today, William Paterson did a phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal job of creating traffic in front of the net,
Absolutely.
capitalizing on the opportunities they were given, and frankly, forechecking. Such an important component of hockey offensively. William Paterson, textbook 100% to the max, perfect forechecking all game long. And personally, Jay, I just didn't see the Owls really ever getting back in this game.
Oh, I agree. For a while after Giaz's second goal, they were looking like they were working for it. They were they had the spirit, they had the drive, but then William Paterson got their 5th, and at that point they were a little demoralized.
So William Paterson will be moving on to the second round. As far as Temple goes, most of their roster returning. A couple of new faces came in the second half of the season. What sort of words of wisdom would you give to any Temple fan out there who's tuning into our broadcast as to maybe what lies ahead for the Owls going into next season?
Ondik and Giaza are juniors right now, so they're coming back for next season. They're the leading scorers from the past 2 seasons. I really liked Auerbach. He's also coming back for another season. And some of the new players, Barbonari and Cavalier.
Smedley, number 15, really stepped up at the end.
So seeing those guys for a full season is going to be interesting.
Full season. The Owls have a lot to prove next year. Made it to the playoffs this year. Did not leave with the result they wanted. It'll be a long ride home for the Owls. William Paterson, not so much. They are advancing on. Tune in, folks. Stay tuned, I must say. We have Villanova and Navy coming up right here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. My boy Zach Dumas on the camera. Mike Zingroni on the call. Jay Niemeyer. I am Taylor Snyder. Dylan Coyle, our director, doing all the hard work up there, making us look good, making us look professional. To our entire broadcast crew, please stay tuned. We will be back after this short break.